Welcome to Duchenne Diaries, episode number 34. Today is, of course, the Thanksgiving episode. I'm sure you can see that on the title, and you should probably know that based off of the date. So, yes, like I said before, it is Thanksgiving. It's worth saying it more than once. Thanksgiving basically means three things. The three F's I like to call them, which is football, of course, is number one. And then for me, it would be family and then food. For other people, I'm sure it's food and then family. But, anyways, so of course, there's three NFL games today. So I'm going to do the game picks, do that stuff. And then I found some interesting information about the Thanksgiving games that I'm just going to share. So first, I'm going to do the game picks, and then I'll do everything else. So the first game today is the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. It's 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears. The next game is the Las Vegas Raiders at Dallas Cowboys. That's 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. And I'm going to go with the Cowboys. And finally, we have the Buffalo Bills at the New Orleans Saints at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. And I'm going to go with Buffalo. So those are my game picks for the three games I picked. The Bears, the Cowboys, and the Bills. So now I'm going to move on to an article I found that tells some interesting information about Thanksgiving and how the game started. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and start doing that. Okay, this starts out how the Thanksgiving tradition began. It says the Lions were the first to host games every year. In 1934, Lions owner G.A. Richards scheduled a holiday matchup between the Lions and the Bears. Earlier that year, Richards had purchased the Portsmouth, Ohio Spartans football team and moved it to the Motor City, renaming it the Detroit Lions. The Bears, the defending back-to-back world champions, beat the Lions in 1916 in front of 26,000 fans at the University of Detroit Stadium on November 29th, 1934. Now, more than 8 decades later, Thanksgiving football has become a staple in Detroit, with the Lions going 37-42-2 in the annual Holiday Classic. 32 years later, the Cowboys joined as a home team. The Cowboys first played on Thanksgiving in 1966, beating the Cleveland Browns 26-14 at the Cotton Bowl. General Manager Tex Schramm wanted more national publicity for the Cowboys. This was before they were known as America's team, and thought the holiday game made perfect sense. The NFL was a bit worried, however, and guaranteed the Cowboys a certain amount of gate revenue. Some 80,259 fans showed up, and the tradition was born. The Cowboys have played on every Thanksgiving Day since, except in 1975 and 1977. Why didn't the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving those 2 years prior to the 1975 season? Then Commissioner Pete Rozelle wanted to see if the St. Louis Cardinals could build their popularity. Under Coach Don Coryell, those teams are nicknamed the Cardiac Kids because of their exciting finishes. Unfortunately, the Cardinals lost both games. Decidedly, and Rozelle went back to Schramm to ask if the Cowboys would take the Thanksgiving game back. It was a dud in St. Louis, Schramm said in 1988 to the Chicago Tribune. Pete asked if we'd take it back. I said only if we did it permanently. something you have to build as a tradition, he said. It's yours forever. So there I have Thanksgiving records. And Detroit Lions are 37-42-2. The Dallas Cowboys are 31-21-1. The Chicago Bears are 19-15-2. The Green Bay Packers are 14-14-2. And then it goes on to what it's like to play on Thanksgiving. Let's see. Ezekiel Elliott has played on every Thanksgiving. Has played on Thanksgiving every year, but one since joining the Cowboys in 2016. He doesn't have one favorite memory. Lomas Brown, former Lions Pro Bowl offensive tackle, 1985 to 95, 7 players viewed the Thanksgiving game as a gauge for how the season is going or how it needs to end. How do players celebrate Thanksgiving? All celebrations generally don't happen until the next day, when the Lions players can celebrate with their families. Brown says he couldn't wait until after the game was over, man. For the Cowboys, most players with families will also celebrate on Friday with a late afternoon kickoff. Most of the time, players will not get back to their homes until later in the evening. Far too late for such a heavy meal. Are there any team traditions? While the Lions don't hold any locker room or team traditions for the holiday game, Brown said that former Lions coach Wayne Fonts did place extra emphasis on the annual contest by dropping inclinations about its importance all throughout the seasons. Players took that to heart too. The Cowboys opened the Salvation Army's Red Kettle kickoff campaign at halftime of every Thanksgiving game. Since 1997, nearly $3 billion has been raised, and aiding the Salvation Army is a long-standing priority for Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Jerry, along with his daughter Charlotte, have led multiple initiatives year-round with the Salvation Army, from raising money with the 50-50 raffle at games to holiday initiatives that benefit local communities. What are some season ticket holder traditions? There's a tailgate group of more than 100 diehard Lions fans who gather bright and early at 9 a.m. in the parking lot of Detroit's Eastern Market, though this year they're at 124 West Montcalm Street. Usually they cook about 4 turkeys, and each signs up to bring a dish. The dishes are named based on the team the Lions are facing. For example, bear stew and mac and nut packer cheese. Let's see here, I missed one. And it says, how about perhaps the most famous Cowboys season ticket holder, Ryder Staubach. Let's see, what does he do? The Hall of Fame quarterback, better known as Captain America, holds an annual Turkey Bowl game at AT&T Stadium the day before Thanksgiving. Even at 79 years young, he still plans to play after the game. The game took a 1-year hiatus because of COVID-19 last year. And team dinners the night before Thanksgiving is not necessarily a team turkey dinner for the Cowboys, but turkey and all the fixings are available for the players if they want. The Lions don't have one big team Thanksgiving dinner, as some might think. Some guys would understand you would rather eat at home with family. What does the Cowboys owner Jerry Jones eat at Thanksgiving? The Joneses are like most of their players. They have a full Thanksgiving meal on the Friday after the Cowboys game at Jerry's home in Highland Park. It's a traditional Thanksgiving meal with dishes whose recipes have been passed down through the years from the mothers of Jerry and Jean Jones. At the top of the list are the family recipes for duck dressing and sweet potatoes. Thanksgiving dinners at the stadium. Let's see, it says, for all the Cowboys suite holders as well as those with access to the club area and the press box at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Traditional Thanksgiving Day meal is served. Here's a breakdown of the food that will be served this year according to Legends Hospitality. There will be 11,500 pounds of turkey, 7,600 pounds of Cowboys mac and cheese, 4,640 pounds of cornbread, 4,150 pounds of ham, 2,340 pounds of potato puree, 234 gallons of cranberry sauce, 175 gallons of whipped cream for desserts. We have at Ford Field in Detroit, they have 1,300 pounds of turkey, 1,000 turkey legs, 2,500 slices of meat, 75 gallons of gravy, 35 gallons of cranberry sauce, 25 gallons of cranberry mug beans, 300 pounds of corn on the cob, and 1,100 pounds of stuffing. And then finally we have the last segment, the number of movies, Thanksgiving by the numbers. One, number of teams to never play on Thanksgiving Day, Cincinnati Bengals, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, there's, I only listed three, okay, whatever. 6, most touchdowns in a single Thanksgiving game, held by Bob Greasy in 1977 and Peyton Manning 2004. 6 Thanksgiving Day shutouts since the merger in 1970. There has not been a shutout since the Cowboys shut out the Miami Dolphins in 1999. 8.5 most career sacks on Thanksgiving, held by former Lions defensive end Ezekiel Ansah. 11 Johnson. 18 most career touchdown passes on Thanksgiving, held by former Cowboys quarterback 21 and former Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford. 895 most career receiving yards on Thanksgiving, held by former Cowboys tight end Jason Witten. 1,178 most career rushing yards on Thanksgiving, held by former Cowboys running back Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith also has the most career rushing touchdowns on Thanksgiving with 13. And then 3,000 most passing yards on Thanksgiving, held by Stafford in 10 career Thanksgiving games. And then it goes on to do Thanksgiving best moments. 1974, 1980, 1982, 1993, 1997, 1998, 2004, 2010, 2012, and that is the end of the article. So with that being said, This is the end of episode number 34. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Also hit the little bell to get alerts to new episodes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.